do that now. It's not what I want. I'm going to bring up that sidebar again. Oh, maybe it's right there. There it is. Okay, so this is your actual write-up. So you can see how each of them fall into place. So if I was to bring up the volleyball one, once I find it, that's not it. This is the volleyball one. And I'm going to cut this so it brings it up here. You can see in the volleyball one that the preseason serving was at 17.50. The postseason was at 20.88. Okay, so Viv, who had the higher? Which one was higher, pre or post?
Post.
Great. I mean, this one's a very simple example. Okay, you can see that the standard deviation is 1.60, and the for this one it's 1.55. So from the mean, most of the scores range from 17.60 to 1910.
Yeah.
And for the postseason, they went from 20.88 to, what is that, 22, 30, 43. So the
Yeah.
range of scores are in that area. Now you come down here to the actual pre and postseason for the correlation. You see this number 775. That is a high
Yeah.
correlation. So if you can understand that we have a number line, okay,
Yeah.
grab this here, and I make a line on the page, maybe if it'll let me. So if I make a line on the page, this side over here, okay, and then we'll make a line over here, maybe. Over here, and I gotta put one more line, sorry, one more line in the middle. The line in the center here is 0. The line on the left is, it would be -1, and on this side, it will be +1.
Yeah.
It would be +1 over here on the right side. The number 775 would fall in right about here. Okay? This would be about positive 775. If it was on the other side, over here, on the negative side, these two numbers mean the same exact thing. In the weeks to come, you'll understand how the scoring works to make it happen. But this is a highly correlated, okay? So there is a relationship between the preseason score and the postseason score. The significance level is 0.024, which makes it significant. And then we have a t-value down here that we have to put together. So this t-value, which I'm going to do right here, is t. Let's do this right here and make it bigger. Okay, t, open parentheses. Oops, that's not a parentheses. Open parentheses. And then we're looking at the df, which is right here. and that DF is 7. Okay, equal sign, and then the number of the t, which is the negative 9.0, negative 9.00. Okay, and then comma, and we see that the significance right here is 0.000, so it will be p is less than 0.05. That's the whole statement that you need to write out in your paper. Okay, so I'm going to open up a new document, and I'm going to show you how you take the numbers and how easy it is to write this up just as you did before. Let's see here. Go to view. So in this one, tab to move it in, okay, a paired samples t test, and this t right here is always italicized, okay, was performed to evaluate let me get that spelled right, pre-season and post-season scores, I'm sorry, volleyball serves, period. Okay? The next line is going to read just as it does in the PowerPoint. Okay? Okay? You see the next part is the significant difference. Slide this down here. Now we're looking right here to this right here. A significant difference was reported in preseason. Okay, and then now you're going to do your mean. So it's cap M equals 17.50, comma, SD, space equals space 1.60, and postseason mean equals 20.88, comma, SD equals 1.55. Okay, period. Oops, that's not a period. Period. Okay, so we've said that there's a significant difference, which is a 000 here. We've now reported that there was a significant difference, and the preseason mean and standard deviation, and the postseason mean and standard deviation. Now you've told me when I look at this as a scholarly reader, I can already tell that the postseason was better than the actual season. But there's more to this. Okay, now, and then after that, you're going to do your t value, which is this one right here, which I'm just going to copy and paste. That's really big. Okay, period. Okay, the t here is italicized. The means and the standard deviations are italicized. Just the letters, nothing else. Okay, now a high correlation was reported okay, and then it's going to be R equals, and it's going to be 0.775, comma, and then it's going to be P is less than 0.05. So as a reader, I already know there's a high correlation, and I can see that since it's a positive number, 0.775, I also know that there was a correlation and it was significant. Okay? Period. Okay? Ooh, where'd it go? Okay? Okay. You've done all this. Now it comes time for results. The results showed the postseason serves improved over the course of the season. Therefore, the athletes improved on their serving over the course by the end of the season. Period. That's it. Got to double space it. Okay. Check for errors. So we need to, all these little letters need to be italicized. Very important. Just the letter. So it's italics. The P gets italics. The P over here gets italics. Okay. And then I need to put a dash right here. And this is the entire write-up. Looks just like the other one. The numbers and the names have changed. The words in there have changed. But it looks just like this one right here. Okay? You have the results, and then there's a conclusion. Sometimes it's going to look just the same. So, the last thing that you have, your homework now is, this is an oxygen test on folks that ran the mile. Okay? You're going to take those numbers right there, and you're going to put it into the same write-up as it is here. Okay? And that is your homework for the week. So if you follow the I'm going to post this video, and then I'm going to post, and then you have the video on there, so you have 2 sessions that you have to work from to master this homework that is due this week. Since you're the only one here, Vivian, does that make sense to you? So that is your entire homework.
Yeah, I'm here.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
So all you have to do is take that, change the numbers, get the numbers in there, and post it. When we come into class, you're hopefully have all your surveys done and your data done. That way we can get into SPSS, you can run your data, and I can give you a broader view of what we're talking about. But right now what you're working on is doing the write-up and doing the conclusion. So I'm just going to give you a little background on this, on this data you see on the screen right now. Okay?
Yeah.
Understand that this is again, all of these are going to be pre and a post test. So this is the first test. The pre is the first test, and then this is the post test. One number is higher than the other. So you're going to look at they were tested right after the mile on their oxygen level.
Yeah.
One's a pre-test and one in post-test, and then you have to analyze it and then lay it out in the words that, just like I did before, and then and basically just turn it in.